What's up, OSG family? Welcome back to another video, and as you can see, we are in glow. Yeah, as you watched our last video and seen that we just left Nikki's family reunion on our way to our next adventure, which technically is not an adventure, but it's an upgrade for glow. Before we go to our next adventure, we decide to pull over and stop for some rest. And gang, it's getting cold quick. It's like 62 degrees right now, and tonight is supposed to be 41 degrees, as you see on the film. Yeah, a little nippy. So we're going to spend the night in glow with no heat, gang, because we're not at a campground. And when you're at a campground, we can plug in and turn on our heater. And as you know, we're still in the process of building out glow. And right now, we have no way to plug in a, what they call those heaters?
What you mean?
The heaters that we use. What they call? A space heater. Thank you, Nikki. Yeah.
I didn't have a clue what you was talking about, y'all.
Yes. See how your ladies do, y'all? But anyway, we got another trick we're going to try. And this video is sponsored by who?
This video is sponsored by BougeRV. This is a 12-volt electric heating blanket. And we got to test this bad boy out.
That's right, gang. This is the perfect opportunity to try out this heating blanket. Because 41 degrees is cold with no heat.
41 degrees is ridiculously cold.
Yeah. And all we have is the blankets on our bed and the BougeRV heated blanket. And we never used the heated blanket before. So we're going to snuggle up in this bad boy and try her out. And hopefully it doesn't do us and turn us into some food. Yeah, maybe that beef bacon, not the beef bacon, the beef fried rice. And by the way, speaking of the beef fried rice, I did forget to put in the Brussels sprouts, not the Brussels sprouts, bean sprouts.
Bean sprouts. So, yeah. As I was telling you guys, I was trying to give hints about what goes in it, but I didn't want to spoil
didn't have no clue.
him from thinking.
I'm going to cut you off.
Anyway, I didn't want him to think that I was nosy. But anyway,
she ain't making no sense.
You make beef fried rice, make sure you add the bean sprouts.
She didn't even know there was bean sprouts supposed to go in the gang. She didn't even know.
Anywho.
But anyway, we ain't going to talk about that. Y'all want to see about that, go watch the last video before this one. You can see what we're talking about, gang. And it was a pretty good video, I think. And we got to see Nikki's family. So let's get to bed.
So the BougeRV comes nicely folded in this package. It says BougeRV here, and we got it in the color blue. Now, the thing about this blanket is it has to be hooked up to some type of electricity. So, with Flashfish is what we have as a portable power station. When you open it up, I want to say the plug is on the inside. Yeah. Right here. Unzip it. And here's the cord. Now, also, you have to have, what's that called? The cigarette lighter type of adapter to go with that. And we have one of those. Here. You attach it like that so you're able to plug it in to your power station. All right. We're going to get this hooked up and let you know how it works. So now that we have this piece plugged into the cigarette lighter adapter, we now have to plug in this part of the cord into the remote control that comes with the blanket. So let's plug that in here like that, like so. Then we're going to have to plug it into the power station. So we're going to turn that on. That's plugged in. Now, let's see if it works.
Well, Nikki always uses me for the dangerous jobs, gang. That's what the husband does. She's afraid we might blow up. So let's turn this bad boy on. All the lights turned on. You have 1, 2, 3, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. You can have it on for an hour timer probably. Then you can have it on for 2 hours or 3 hours. But the other 1, 2, 3 means I have no clue. Oh. That's how many zones you probably have. So I think you can turn on one side or the other side of the blanket. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna let y'all see this. So if you see this little LED lights on there, when I push the power button, it's on 1 right now. And I push the power button, as you see, that goes to 2. I push it again, it goes to 3. And I push it, it goes again, it goes to 1 and 2. Right? So that's how you can have both zones turned on. And then at the bottom down there, you see where it's on 1 hour, it's on 2 hours, it's on 3 hours. Gang. So Nikki, I think the only thing left to do is jump in bed. I'm tired anyway. We did a lot of riding. And like I said, I don't feel bad right now, but I know it's going to drop. As you've seen, it's going to be 41 degrees tonight, and this is all the heat we have. So stay tuned. See if we make it through the night. Gang. All right, let's try her out. We made it in the bed, and I can tell you right now, I think I wish they made a sleeping hat. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't have to worry about that, gang. I don't have to worry about that, gang.
Well, anyway, say a prayer for us, gang. Catch you in the morning. Good morning, gang. Let's shed some light on this situation. So we made it, gang. We made it through a night. And as you can see, there's daylight coming out of there. And let's get right to it. Let's show you where we at. Yeah, let's do it, gang. And then we'll go from there. So, while I get my shoes on, let me tell you that this is one of the reasons why we wanted a van. So we can just explore. Check it out, gang. Yes, sir, gang. This is what it's all about. Finding new spots. So on our travels, Nikki and I like to scope out our next place to go if it looks interesting on our routes. And this might have some potential, but we'll see. It's all in God's plan. Gang.
Good morning, gang. I am up and at 'em. I have the bed made, and as you see here, I got the BougeRV blanket on the bed. And I must say, you know, we stayed comfy cozy last night. Now, just remember that this is not a means to completely heat you up. It's just a supplemental heat to what you may already have, you know, in your van. And as you guys know, we are working to get Glow how we want her to be in regards to heat, in regards to shelving, in regards to walls, in regards to lighting. You know the drill. But the BougeRV blanket is good supplemental heat, and not only can it be used on your bed, it can also be used outside when you're sitting in your chairs. There's a little hook, and I'll show you guys that a little later when we're hanging out getting ready to eat breakfast, because we're getting ready to prepare to eat breakfast. And of course, we're going to talk to you a little bit more about what we're going to be doing to Glow. And you know we're going to bring you along for the ride. But yeah, this blanket is very versatile. Again, you can charge it into a portable, or not charge it, but you can plug it into a portable power station. You can plug it into your car or van or RV's internal cigarette lighter plug. I guess that's what they call it. but you know what I mean. So it's very versatile and can be used very different ways. It is a little chilly out today. As Snatcher told you last night, it dropped down. I don't know if it actually reached 42. It's not too bad outside, but it is chilly this morning. So I'll show you other ways that we can use this blanket. But I think that this has been a great addition to our van Glow, and we are so happy that BougeRV reached out to us to sponsor this video.
King, it's raining in my cereal.
It's raining, guys.
A little water never stopped no show.
Absolutely, and you guys know. Oh, let me let him finish his grace. You guys know that we transparent. We take you. We keep on going wherever we are. But if it gets too bad, we'll jump up in the van and continue talking to you that way. But what I am gonna do is grab that blanket and throw it around me.
Yep. We may have to move this party on the inside, gang.
So I can still be comfy cozy while I'm out here hanging out with Snatcher by the water, eating some cereal, because this is a new one. Y'all ain't never seen us eat cereal out on our travels.
Great morning breakfast. Well, I can say this is a first for me. I never ate cereal outside in the rain.
Me either. It's a first for me too. And as I was telling you guys before, which I probably won't keep the blanket out too long, it is a little bit waterproof, but I wouldn't think you would want to have it out here. It does have electrical elements in it, but it can be used similar to a sleeping bag wrapped around you. You can have it plugged in and have the heat warming your back while you're out here. It's not too cold, but this is still good enough to keep me warm while we're sitting out here in the cool breeze in the rain.
We always come prepared. So I do have the pop-up canopy if you really wanted to stay here. But this was a quick stop. Excuse me. This was a quick stop for some rest, period. And to scout out another spot.
And we also wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about the direction that we're headed with Glow. We've talked more, and something else that I was happy that BougeRV sent us our color scheme. I asked them to send us the blue. This comes in blue and green. Of course, you guys know that we've been sticking to blue and gray. So this was a great addition to add to our color scheme.
Our mattress is a queen.
Huh?
No, I'm sorry, a full. It's a full size inside the RV. And you've seen how that fit on there. And it did cover both of us. It does have 2 zones, so it is made for 2 people. Or one person, like Nikki, with the wrapped around them, they can have heat on the front of them and the back of them. But you will need a portable power station to operate it.
Now, as you know, we have the Flash Fish. The Flash Fish is a 150 watt portable power station with a surge of 300 watts. So if that gives you an idea, this blanket can be powered with the power station that is 150 watts. Anything less than that may not work that great. Now, when I did read, I want to say it only uses, well, you could probably use something smaller than that, because it only uses about 45 watts when it's powered on. So of course it's going to surge a little when you first plug it in, but it doesn't take that much energy from your power station.
I thought Nikki was going to say anything less is uncivilized. Gang. Guess what, gang? I did it again. Beat Nikki.
And he always beats me when it comes to eating food.
Well, I really didn't want my cereal to get waterlogged. Now I can kick back and let the rain wash my bowl. Gang, I also have my rain suit in the car if I really want to hang out here too. And as you can see, this is a perfect spot to go fishing.
Right.
But wouldn't you know it, I forgot my tackle bag at home. I know, right?
Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put the blanket back in because I don't want to mess up the elements in the blanket.
Yeah. Let's clean it up, gang. Well, we was going to hang out here for a little while longer, but the rain stopped that. Well, should I say, God must be telling us it's time to get on the road. And on top of that, I forgot my fishing gear. Yeah, I'm glad I said that because my rod is still outside. I'm going to give you out to Nikki while I go grab that in this rain real quick because it is pouring like old man is snoring. Gang.
So yeah, when you're out and about, guys, remember, check the weather for rain. Now, Snatcher checked the weather last night for the temperature to see how cold it was going to be, but neither one of us thought to think, hey, is it going to rain tomorrow while we're hanging out by the water? But anyway, back to Snatcher.
Yeah, so as far as the BougeRV blanket goes, what you think, Nikki?
Oh, I think it was nice. Again, as I told you guys earlier, it is not a heating source that you're going to use as your complete heat. It is supplemental heat. And in addition to the blankets or comforters that you're already using, I think it will work out great. Now, it does take a few minutes to warm up, so you may want to plug it in before you get into the bed so that the coils have time to heat up to temperature. Yeah, but man, it does what it says, you know. It tells you exactly what to do, and it do just that. And like Nikki said, the van was cold, gang. Like, it doesn't heat the van at all. So right.
Be mindful of that. Yeah, but if you're looking now, what I did notice, I think in the future, if we add our the sleeping bags we bought, like we can layer the bottom of the bed with that, have our fleece blanket like we have, and have the heated blanket on top of that. It might run us up out of this van, gang. Because y'all seen we used them what's those sleeping bags in the coldest video we ever filmed, right? Well, the second coldest video. The first coldest video we used something else. So both of those videos right here if you want to check them out. And this is what it's all about, gang. Getting outdoors, enjoying, having an adventure with your spouse, with your family, and just enjoying life, enjoying God's creation. Right. And it's a blessing for us to be able to get out here in this van and travel and do some of the things that we truly enjoy. And you know, this is the perfect time for us of the year to go camping. We like fall camping. Right. But the best time for camping, truly, gang, is whenever you get out there and go. Absolutely. Period. You can't be worried about the elements. You can't be worried. I mean, it's nature. So you never know what's going to pop off. It might be rain. It might be snow. It might be wind. Just go. Right. And for those of you that tuned in to see what we got coming next for Glow, So y'all seen the post, and shout out to everybody that dropped their states. Shout out to y'all.
I mean, we're talking about Michigan, the DMV, Tennessee,
Texas,
Texas,
Florida,
what?
Yeah, New York City, shout out. And can't forget North Carolina. Yeah, shout out to all of y'all. Louisiana. If we missed y'all, there's so many that we just truly appreciate everybody. And I can't get all of y'all names in here, but we appreciate y'all rocking with us. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And if you haven't dropped your state, go to that post. Drop your state. Yeah, we'd like to shout y'all out too. Shout out your state too. And what we got coming next for Glow is we're going to be installing the roof, Lord willing. Well, the ceiling, excuse me. Yeah, that's going to start the build into working towards completing Glow.
Right.
Right, because we kind of got it mapped out in our heads of the layout. You know, the bed was most important for us because we had to figure out how we was going to orient the bed, you know, north, south, east, west, and we decided to go east, west. They give us slightly more room, and we had to raise the bed to the height we did so I can fit comfortably in the bed without my legs having to curl up. So in order to do that, the Dodge Ram bows out a little bit towards the height where we put it out, and that allows me to fit in there because it's pretty wide. That's the widest point of the van, I should say.
Right, but not only that, it allows for us to have more room in what we're going to be calling the garage area so that we're able to store things. So the height, yeah, I'm 5'1". It's a little bit of a challenge for me, but not really, because all I did was purchase a stool and I can get up in there. Bada boom, bada bang.
Don't worry, gang. We'll build something for her and incorporate it in our build that she doesn't have to even use a stool. I might make something futuristic that springboards her into the bed. Gang! So just when we're ready to pack up and go, the rain wants to stop. But I just think it's giving us a break so we can tell you that we appreciate y'all. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you like, share, comment, and join the Outside Gang. Yeah, and if you want some of that Outside Gang merch, check out our store. We got plenty of merch for you, gang. For the babies, for the dogs, for your coffee mugs, whatever you need. Yeah.
And if you would like to purchase your own BougeRV 12-volt electric blanket, look down in the description box below. And we're even going to leave you a discount code. That's right.
Shout out to BougeRV. Thank you for sponsoring this video. And don't forget, if you make a heated hat, first cut me in. Just cut me in. And then we'll go from there.
With all of that being said, always remember,
God's got us wherever we land. Yeah.